Welcome back everyone, Houston Math Prep here. As you begin working through some integral definitions, these are four that you might see: the integrals of tangent, cotangent, secant, and cosecant x functions. And we've got those integral formulas here. We're going to go ahead and work those out in this video, just show you where they come from, in case you want to remember how to get them in a crunch, or if you're just interested in where they come from. Now, since we have the answers to all of these integrals here, you can already see we're going to be working this out using some sort of a substitution involving a log rule. Let's look at our first example here, the integral of tangent x. We want to think of this actually as the integral of sine of x over cosine of x dx. And if we do that, then we can simply let u equal our cosine x on the bottom. So u is cosine x, and now the derivative of cosine x, just be careful, is actually negative sine x. So du is negative sine x dx in this case. So the bottom here is going to be u. And sine x dx, you can see we're off by a sign here, so if I divide both sides by -1 here, we actually get negative du is equal to positive sine x dx. So this top here actually becomes negative du. I'll go ahead and bump the negative out front of the integral. That's like -1, right? So constant multiple comes out front. We get negative integral du over u. We know this is a log rule, right? So we get negative ln of the absolute value of u plus c. And now we replace our u in terms of x, so we actually get negative ln of the absolute value of cosine x plus c. So that's our formula for the integral of tangent. You may also see this. Remember, one thing you can do with natural logs, think of this as a -1 in front here. Properties of logs say I can take a coefficient for a log, the number in front, bump it up, and make it a power. And so if this was cosine x to the -1 power, that's the same as reciprocal, and we also know that the reciprocal of cosine x is secant x. So you might also see positive ln of secant x plus your constant for this one. We do a similar thing with the cotangent function, so we think of cotangent as cosine of x over sine of x. And so we would do the integral of that dx. In this case, u is equal to sine of x, and our du actually is exactly what we have on the top, cosine of x dx. So here for our u substitution, this becomes u, and this cosine x dx is exactly du, so there's no negative sign on this one. So we just get integral of du over u for this one. And we know that's the log rule, so we get ln of u plus c. And if we replace our u with sine x, then we get ln of sine of x plus c. There's another way to write this one. Most people seem to prefer sine over cosecant anyway, and this one's also already positive, so it's less likely you'll see the other one, but we could go ahead and think about changing the sign in front and taking the reciprocal. So it's possible you might also see negative ln absolute value of cosecant x plus c, but this one tends to be a bit more common, I think, up here with sine. Let's look at the integral of secant x dx. Now this one is a little strange. I think if you stared at it for a while, you might never in your wildest dreams think of how to actually make this into a log rule. You might think of, well, this is 1 over cosine x, but then u-substitution doesn't actually work if we think of this as 1 over cosine x. So what we actually do for this one, as strange as it may look at first, so we go ahead and say, think of this as secant x over 1. And we're going to multiply the top and bottom by something to make this a log rule. And the thing that you multiply by on the top and the bottom is actually secant of x plus tangent of x. And you might never have thought of doing that in the world to make this into a log rule, and you'd be a normal human being if you didn't see it. So we think about multiplying the top and the bottom by secant of x plus tangent of x. I can do that, right? That's okay. And so think about what we get. We get, let's go ahead and distribute. So I get secant squared x plus secant x tan x if I distribute on the top. On the bottom, I'm just going to have the secant x plus tan x part, right? Because we started with 1 as a denominator. And now it actually turns out that the u-substitution works, believe it or not. So here, if I let u equal the bottom, u is equal to secant x plus tangent of x. Think about what the derivative of that is. The derivative of secant x is secant tangent of x, right? So secant x tan x. And what is the derivative of tangent x? Well, it's secant squared x, right? So we would get du is equal to secant x tan x plus secant squared x dx, right? So this is our u, and this crazy thing on the top, now magically, right, is exactly du. So that's kind of why we just expect that people will memorize the formula for the integral of secant x. It's kind of a strange one to remember how to work out or to figure out. So now this just becomes du over u. And of course, that's a log rule, right? So ln of the absolute value of u plus c. And replacing your u, you get the formula ln absolute value of secant x plus tangent x plus your constant. You can do a similar thing with the integral of cosecant x. So if we think of this as cosecant of x over 1, and we then multiply by, if you took a guess after looking at the last one, you might be correct here. We're going to multiply by cosecant x plus cotangent x. And it will work out a similar way here if we do this. Now let's go ahead and say what we have on the top there. So we would actually get cosecant squared x plus cosecant x cotangent x on the top. On the bottom, we just have what we multiplied by. And then we can jump to our u sub to show you where this comes from, right? So here we'll say u is equal to cosecant x cotan x added together. And the derivative of that, the derivative of cosecant x is actually negative cosecant x cotan x. And then the derivative of cotangent x is actually negative cosecant squared x. We get all of that dx. And so what we have here is actually u on the bottom, and all of the stuff here, you'll notice every term is off by a sign, right? We have negative and negative, so the top is actually negative du. And so then we get negative integral of du over u. And you can start to see where this formula comes from, right? So we get negative ln rule, negative ln absolute value of u plus c. And then if you replace your u, we get this other one, right? So we get negative ln of cosecant of x plus cotangent of x. All of that plus some constant. Okay, everyone, that is where those formulas come from. Tangent, cotangent, secant, cosecant integrals. Try to find a way to put these in your brain for when you need them. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.